Day 833 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 3090, maximum length substring with 2 occurrences. The difficulty level is easy, but don't worry because you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. Given the string S, return the maximum length of a substring such that it contains at most 2 occurrences of each character. Alright, y'all, so that may seem a little bit confusing. Let's go ahead and take a look at this definition before we continue. So a substring is a contiguous sequence of characters within a string. Boom. So now let's go ahead and take a look at these examples. So in example 1, we have S equals a string B, C, B, 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 C, B, A. The output is 4. Explanation says the following substring has a length of 4 and contains at most 2 occurrences of each character. This right here, B, C, B, A. Boom. So that's why the output is 4, because remember, we need at most 2 occurrences of each character. So that means we have to have at least 1 of each, right? So we have an A and a C and 2 B's right here. No more than 2 B's. And then we have every other character as well in this substring. And the length of that substring is 4. Now, just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. So in example 2, our input S equals a string A. The output is 2. Explanation says the following substring of length 2 and contains at most 2 occurrences of each character. Boom. So in this case, all the characters are the same. So if we want a substring that contains at most 2 characters, the substring can only be 2 characters long since every character is the same. So in this case, the output is 2. Boom, y'all. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. The solution is not that difficult at all. Now, first thing we need to do is we're going to create a dictionary that keeps track of how many times each character appears in the current sliding window. So we're going to declare a variable called hash map, and we're going to set that equal to a dictionary of key is going to be a character, colon, integer, and we're going to come outside of that and we'll initialize it with 2 parentheses like this. Now we need a variable that stores the maximum valid substring length found so far, so we'll declare a variable called result, set that equal to 0. Now we need the left boundary of the sliding window, so we'll declare a variable called left, and we'll set that equal to s dot start index. Boom. And now we're going to move the right boundary of the sliding window through every character in the string. So we're going to say for right in s dot indices. We're going to open up the brackets, and if the current character already appears twice in the window, we're going to shrink the window from left until it appears fewer than 2 times. This ensures that after adding the current character, no character will appear more than twice. So we're going to say while hash map square bracket s square bracket right, we're going to come outside of that, say equals 2. We're going to open up the brackets and we're going to remove 1 occurrence of the leftmost character from the window. So we'll say hash map square bracket s square bracket left, come outside of that, exclamation point, and we'll say minus equals 1. Boom. Then we're going to move the left boundary 1 character to right by saying left equals s dot index, open up the parentheses after colon left. Boom. Then we're going to add the current right character into the window by coming right here, and we're going to say hash map square bracket s square bracket right, come outside of that comma, default colon 0, come outside of that, and we're going to say plus equals 1. Boom. Now the current window is now valid, so we're going to calculate its length and update the maximum length found by coming right here underneath this, and we're going to say result equals max, open up the parentheses, result, comma, s dot distant, open of the parentheses, from, colon, left, comma, to, colon, right, come outside this parentheses, still inside the other parentheses, a +1. Then we need to return the length of the longest substring in which every character appears at most once by coming right here. And we can say return result, y'all. Boom, that should be all she wrote. Let's give it a run. Make sure it runs properly before we submit it. It's accepted. So let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. And look at that, y'all. 40 milliseconds beats 40% of users. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, y'all. So with that being said, make sure you get one more look at the code. I think this is the whole code right here. Boom. And yeah, y'all, with that being said, I hope y'all learned something today. And I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.